What is up, lords and ladies of the lounge? How you doing? Good evening. Episode 11 of the Legions Lounge. 11 of these things, man. Right?
Awesome.
Pretty cool. My name is Trevor, 1/6 shooter. With me are my co-hosts, Nate Strong, below us, at Corona4 on the socials, and next to me, Bill Drewnowski at Dorclair on the socials. How you guys doing?
Excellent.
Doing good.
How are you?
Good. I'm very good. Got a great show, man. We got some great guests. We got prizes to give away. We got some really cool prizes to give away. Hopefully I can figure out how to do that. But, you know, we'll figure it out. There's a couple of new things I want to try, like maybe a wheel. Nah, I don't know if I'm going to do a wheel or not, but we'll figure it out.
Cool.
Somebody will win something. We'll see it.
Right on. Yeah, great prizes.
In the chat? Maybe.
Oh, man, we got a bunch of people already. Anthony he said he's going to try and stay up late just so he can try and win something.
He's trying to win the Rice-A-Roni, the consolation prize.
Luis, Jacob, Source Pilgrim, Curtis, what's up, my man? Dave Orkin's always with us. Guillermo, Stefan, happening. Guillermo, we said Star, first time here. Welcome, Star.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming in, man.
Motu Guru, Scott Baker, he's always with us. Mindless Focus, good to see you. Luis, Joe, Von Creep, my man. David Williams.
David, what's going on, man?
Tons. I know I'm going to skip some people here. Sorry, but thank you for joining us.
Yeah, Jacob Forna, Joseph H, Guillermo, you said, Carlo,
Christopher, Bryce. Drew Grubbs, man, Rich, right on.
There you go. Drew Grubbs. Nice. What's up,
cool.
Drew?
First time here, too. Excellent.
Oh, awesome. One of my favorite painters.
Right on. Yeah, he's amazing.
I try to emulate his work. I don't do a good job of it, but I try. He's awesome. Yeah. Well, we got some great guests. Normally, what we would do is we would do the news and then bring our guests in, but first of all, one of them is up at 3:30 in the morning in his country, so I don't want him sitting back there and falling asleep. So I'm going to bring him on, and then we'll do a little bit of the news that we got to talk about, and then we're going to jump into talking to these guys. So we'll try to run through the news pretty quick. So our guests tonight have kind of a, I thought of as a Power Man and Iron Fist relationship. It's like they're teaming up in one issue, and then they're out on their own, stars of their own shows and issues and other books. Sometimes they cameo in the background here and there. That's a bit of a stretch, but they're definitely great together, and they're great apart. So please welcome the host of Legions Cast, and my wife is going to kill me, Lord Steven Bushotee. And staying up late to join us from Sweden, where I believe it's something like 3:30 in the morning, is customizer, 3D designer, and artist, all-around artist, Emil Wickman.
Hi, good morning.
How are you guys? What's going on?
Hello.
Thanks for joining us, guys. The sexy
Excellent to be here.
There he is, the sexy Swede. The sexy Swede.
The sexy Swede.
And Lord Steven.
This is normal for me and
Emil.
This is normal for me and Emil to
haircut.
talk in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Is it? Is this when you guys talk? Usually?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I get up in the night when my wife is sleeping, so I can say things that I don't want her to hear.
So what's that sweet spot? Like 5:30 in the morning for you, Steve? And that'll be like what? What is that for you? That's got to be like 10 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that.
I'm 6 hours ahead of you guys.
Right.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
Can I start off with saying something?
Yeah.
Because I mean, before I got my first Mythic Legion, I listened to Bill, to your YouTube channel. And your voice, it's like starstruck moment. I've listened to your voice so many times. I've watched the same review so many times. And it's like, and now it's like sitting here talking to you. It means like,
may the force be with you. It's always like, it's just right there in your head. You know what I mean? It's like, it's comforting. So good.
I had a very elongated welcome in my latest video. I realized it, and I was trying to find a way to edit it down because it was really long on my last one.
You really stretched that welcome.
Yeah.
Before we got on, Trevor was asking Bill how he got his mic set up a certain way because his voice sounded so good. I'm just thinking it's just his damn voice. He's just got a cool ass voice.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
Far
Might
from
be
it.
Might be it. All right, let's boys, we're gonna run through some news so we can get kind of your opinion on some of this stuff. Some of it's opinion worthy and some of it's just some news. Reinforcements. Goblins are still there. I'm surprised that there's still goblins left. I mean, I'm not surprised the goblins were the last, I don't think, but I'm surprised that there's still a lot of them left. Especially because I you know, a lot of the other shows that I either watch or I've been on in like the ACBA groups and stuff, they like the goblins because they can kind of mix them up with, you know, Marvel Legends stuff like with Thor or Hercules and things like that. So I thought a lot of people were going to jump on those. Maybe they did. Maybe they just ordered a lot. I don't know.
Do we have any idea how many are
also the
left?
most articulated of the bunch. Too,
yeah, they are.
You know.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, good point.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder where we at with numbers, by the way. Does anyone know?
I have not checked. So I don't know. In terms of how many
Diego
goblins
says
are
over
left?
400, he thinks.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Man, yeah, jump on those.
I grabbed a bunch of them. I mean, yeah, I mean,
bet there were a lot from the beginning, right?
I guess, but when they were talking, I think on the 4:00 Horsemen show, I thought Chris said that he thought goblins were going to be the last to go. So if they knew that, you know, maybe they were the least popular, I don't know if they'd order as many. You know, maybe it's just the fact that they're not as popular as the other ones. I don't know. Not sure. I mean, for customizing, I can see maybe not quite as popular. It was limited. You know, the torso is good, the arms are good, the legs. They're very limited to goblins, I guess. But yeah, but they have been. People have been getting them, right? The beginning of their shipments. Anybody here get their shipment from? Yeah,
I got one in. Yep, the other day. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bill, I saw your video. You got them.
I got my main haul in, and I got two smaller ones coming later.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't got anything. I'm like a state away, and I haven't got nothing.
Right.
That's okay. That's okay. I got a lot coming, and I know there's other people, and God knows I don't have any room to put them anywhere anyway. So I'm fine with that. Wait as long as you want, quite frankly.
Yeah, Curtis just brought this up, and I said this too, that I thought I'd heard this, that Jeremy said that they had ordered reinforcements in equal quantities. So,
okay.
Must be true.
I missed that one, but all right. I would have, I would, that was kind of an easy way to do it, I suppose. Right. But I would have thought that they'd have an idea of what would go first. But I mean, here's the thing: they're going to bring those goblins to ZoloCon and to Toy Fair, New Jersey, and they'll be gone.
Yeah,
they'll be gone. They'll be gone before. I mean, they'll be gone off the site before either of those events happen. I'm sure, but they'll have more. I'm sure.
And then it's the same thing as always. Like, wow! I wish I would have grabbed some goblins.
Right.
I missed them.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing about it is, like, for the people who can't just drop $1,000 in one day, it's a couple weeks later, and a couple paychecks, and grab a few more goblins. So I think it's great, and I do think they are also going to sell.
Yeah, there's a great. John's got a great. I'm surprised, especially to go with the Wolf King kits. I mean, there is a lot of the Kinsene and all those, the smaller animal things that the rabbits and stuff. That those
the mice,
with the legs.
That's a good point.
It's true. It's the only one in there that will work for that.
I think more people start realizing this, they'll start jumping on them. And every time there's like the quantities, like on a big bad or something starts going down, and people post on it, they end up going in, a heartbeat.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And all right, so let's move on to our next little story here. We've got another giveaway going on. We've got another Justin Johnson tribute giveaway. All the money's going to Justin's wife, and this is a huge package, man. This is
amazing.
Look at all this stuff.
Collaborative community effort on this.
Yeah. So while a couple of the other ones have been mainly based around one, maybe two artists, this has got everybody under the sun here. And people here.
Great stuff. And there's 3 or 4 runner-up prizes too.
Yeah, I guess so. This is the main prize, right? And then there's here's some of the people that there's everybody here.
Yeah.
The Strups. Emil Wickman.
Nikki, Eric, Anthony.
Yep.
Zombie.
Planetary Dog Toys, Zombie,
Yeah.
everybody here. Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yep.
This, I think, this is a runner-up prize, right?
Yep.
That's sick.
Super cool.
This is
yeah,
really...
I think didn't Noble Anthony print that off? I think Noble Bear.
Yeah. Noble Bear printed it off.
Yeah.
And it's amazing looking, man.
Yeah,
I love
that'd be
thing.
super cool on a shelf.
Hell yeah. And while I like the bronze, I almost like the idea of, I mean, we're all creative people here, so I like the idea of although it looks like they've weathered this to be sort of a
statue.
That's
yeah.
a big piece.
But I'd love to paint that. I'd have a lot of fun painting that. But you get that, and you get who's that? Thord? Is that who that is? No, it's a custom. That's a custom too. Yeah, nice. Very nice. So great stuff. And maybe this is a 4th place piece, or maybe I don't know. Maybe these are the individual pieces that I don't know. I haven't really studied this yet. I just bought some spots. And Colin Culp is going to be doing the wheel. I think is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Tomorrow at 10 p.m. So this is your alert, man. Get it in. I mean, the $5 a shot, and you know, I think the person who won the 4 Horsemen tribute figure, and I keep forgetting his name, but I think he bought a bunch. But there were some other people in some of the other contests who bought a load of them, and it didn't end up winning. So it doesn't necessarily matter how many you buy. You still have a good chance of staying in there. It's all luck of the draw, man. So
so info is
out.
pinned up at the top of the cabal if you need to get more details. So
yep, that's it.
Cool.
So that's that. So get your stuff in tonight, because tomorrow, I don't know if they're going to close it in the morning. Usually they'll close it in the morning of the if it's going to be drawn that night, just so they can collect everybody's names and stuff like that. Latest tactics update. So this is Mythic Legions Tactics.
Yeah.
These guys keep updating stuff, and you got to go on their Discord, and there's some great pictures up there too. And there's the other site. We're going to get these guys on again soon, because they're really making some incredible progress. And here's everybody's favorite.
Yep. So the latest
assistant tactician to Hadriana.
With the latest email update that just came in, they said they're nearly 50% done with the game development. So they're at like 46%, I think. So that's super encouraging news.
Yep.
And we're hoping to get some more information on the figures next month. They're hoping to be able to share something.
Right.
Oh, in this picture, this ought to be from the cinematic shots or something, right? Because are you able to host such a big army? It's more like you're using a team, right? In the game,
you're using a team, but I think there may be some situations where you perform a move where you like I'm gonna slash at this character, and it can close in and zoom in on that act and like kind of watch the battle. Because it's supposed to be like a round thing. What I think is like you have your 5 or 6 people, and you say, this guy's going to attack that guy, this guy's going to go over here and hide behind this guy's going to move around so that you can get into a better position to help out the other guy, and this guy's going to attack that guy, and then you hit go and you kind of watch it. And so this could be not like a cut scene, but this could be like a scene where, although this is Artemis, so like this, I don't think you play her necessarily, so this may be a cutscene, but very cool. I mean, it looks great. There's some incredible shots of the environments that they've made. I mean, it's hard to make out here, but they're amazing, man. When you get into the castles and stuff, the atmosphere, holy crap. They've really done a great job of this. I can't wait for this. I'm really, really excited for it. And I'm not a huge gamer anymore. I used to play a lot, but
this is the Sound of Music photo, I think. Right?
That's right. That's right. Mythos is alive. How do you solve a problem like Artemis? But the costumes looking amazing, like just great, man. I mean, everything's like perfect.
Yeah,
I mean, you can have so much fun customizing shit in there if you do nothing else but that. You know what I mean? Amazing. Very, 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 very cool. So go check that out. Join the Discord. Follow them on Instagram. They're Mythic Legion Games on Instagram. And like I said, we'll get those guys on very soon. I'm going to pull that off. We're going to talk a little bit about Krampus. Krampus is out there on the associate sites, Big Bad Toy Store, and the smallest sites. Buy from a smaller place than Big Bad's Toy Store. I mean, if you have to go to Big Bad's Toy Store, that's fine. But who else is on that list? Anybody have? We've got Empire.
Toy Shop. Yeah.
Empire, I think, is where I got mine.
Mallfish.
Yep, those guys are great. Hobby Galaxy. I used them in the past. They're very good. But we got a little preview. There's the man himself.
Look at that.
So he's hanging around since the photo shoot, and he was all packed up and boxed up and ready to go back to the studio. And I just asked Derek today, I'm like, do you mind if I show him on the show? He's like, yeah, for sure. So, I mean, it's Krampus. You've seen Krampus, and everybody has him in hand now, and who ordered him in black. And the color's a little off here. I can't really. So it's focusing pretty well.
Looks great in red. I just tried seeing when the end date was to pick them up by, but at least they didn't show it on Big Bad. But it's there's some time. You got time.
Yeah, they said the retailer pre-orders for Poxus end yesterday, the 6th, I think, and then so this will run until March 6th, I believe, is what it is.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And of course, like. Some of the bigger shops they'll order extras and they'll have pre-orders that'll continue through for quite a while. It usually happens with Big Bad Toy Store and so on.
Big Bad Toy Stores, yeah.
Right on.
But it's worth noting that this is the retailers. Like there won't be in stock sale. There won't be any. This is 65 is the price. Like it's the retailer price, and that is pretty much consistent with what they've been doing in the last few ways, where the $50 pre-order figure, like the brute scale ones, those were $50 pre-order. Those were 65 retail. So this is just straight up retail. There's not going to be that 55 pre-order or $50 in stock. You got to go. And I think it's fantastic because I'm friends with some retailers, and they sometimes say like it kind of stinks sometimes to put up pre-orders, have to wait till 4 Horsemen are done with their, $35, $37 pre-orders. And then you put it up and it's 50 and it doesn't sell a lot. So this goes all directly to the retailers, and it supports the retailers that have been supporting the line.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing with the price. It's like, it's not directly from the Horsemen. They have to make their money and sell it to a retailer who then has to mark it up. And, a lot of these places, you find the right place, it's free shipping, or it's $2 shipping, or as you can put it on your pile of loot if you want to order from the Big Bad Toy Store and get your $4 shipping later on around Christmas when it comes out. So yeah, this is the way it goes with retail. You know what I mean? And I like, it's nice that they kind of did that for the retailers. You know what I mean? Like you just said, Bill, like it's like they don't have an opportunity. They still sell through a lot of stuff after the fact, people coming in and wanting more or having missed out on the sale or new to the line or something like that. But they never really get that, exclusive, nobody's bought this at the discount before Horseman discount before. So it's cool.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice of them to do that. That's that. Still talking about LegionsCon. We're working on a little after hours gig for LegionsCon. It's in November, but like people, we're still talking about it happening.
Already dreaming about it.
I know, right? Yeah. Cannot wait to see you guys again. Hopefully, shit's even a little bit better than it was last year in terms of health and COVID and all that crap.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Hopefully. We had to mention that Bill's been doing some great videos. If you don't already subscribe to Dorklair on YouTube, please do. And subscribe here too while you're at it. But Bill's been doing some great pop and swap 2-figure customs, taking 2 figures. And I think we haven't really talked about this, but I think we might try to either a self contest between the three of us or something like that, which I think we talked about that before, which Bill will probably win. But maybe involve everybody else and maybe do something in the cabal where you could, put something up based on maybe a couple figures that we pick out, and you put together or maybe we give a group of figures that you can pick from, and you pick two and put them together, and we'll take a look at them, and
that'll be fun.
Yeah,
I'm
so we'll do that. But
mention one thing. I'm trying to get the viewers to pick one for me. Like I want to do one where people submit. Yeah. And then I pick the one that I think would make the best video. Cool. And so if anybody has watched that latest one with the Black Knight and the scaffold and the Black Knight, like in the comments, throw your best one in there, like your best that I haven't done yet, but like throw like your favorite Kit Bash 2-figure mix in the comments, and I'll pick the best one. And if I have the figures, and I'll do it. I'll do that one as my next video.
Cool.
That's awesome.
So head on over there and do that. Dave said he emailed you yesterday but put him in the comments on the video. He'll read all those things. Maybe that's about something else, but we'll see. Dwarf Barbarian mix. Yeah, that'd be cool.
There you go.
It's right up Lord Stevens. Right up your alley. All right. So, hi guys.
Hi there.
So if you're in here, I think you know who these guys are. And they were the creative minds behind, and are the creative minds behind God's Fire, which is a whole storyline, which is what is amazing. And, Jeremy's talked about this, and you guys have talked about this on LegionsCast. It's amazing that all these people are putting together sort of their own, sections of mythos, for their customs, and just putting together some parts, either it's heads or shields or things like that, weapons, special weaponry and stuff, and creating these whole stories around them, and creating a whole new area, that you can collect. And God's Fire, I think God's Fire was probably one of the first. It was one of the first ones I remember anyway. I know that some other people kind of had line names, but I don't know. Do you remember? Was that one of the first times you ever saw somebody put together a line of pieces that had kind of a common thread of a story? And
it was so deep and richly thought out too.
I know Von Burke's done that, but I don't know if he was doing that. I'm not trying to make it a contest. It's the first one I remember. That's all I'm saying.
When we did it, I didn't know of any others. Not to say that they didn't exist.
Yeah. Me neither.
I know Pete had the idea first, Steven, didn't he?
Well, naturally.
Sorry, my wife.
Naturally.
I believe, that's right. He gave you the idea on My Wife Is Going to Kill Me, I believe.
Yeah, he talked about it and did nothing with it.
Right.
No, but the line is incredibly, diverse and deep, and the storylines that are with each character are just so well thought out and put together. And it's excellent work, you guys.
And I'm gonna say that, thank you so much. And I'm gonna say that Steven has written some stories for the stories. There is a book coming out in the future, maybe.
A book.
Seriously though,
is there?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm saying
he doesn't seem to think there is.
That'll be our next Netflix tease, Steven.
That's right.
Yeah,
actually,
God's Fire series this fall on Netflix.
So give us the overview in this if anybody doesn't know. And I again, there are people who are watching this who are new to the line, and new to Mythic Legions and new to customizing too. God knows.
Basically, this thing happened really super organically, and it just, I think it's just the mix of personalities between me and Emil. When we first started talking, it was about just two characters. That's one of them that you have up on the screen right now, Judge and the Believer, and we didn't really have any thoughts of making this crazy big story. And I think it just came out of me and Emil just having fun.
Yeah,
is really what I remember.
It started with you going to church, actually.
That's true. I mean, that's where the two first main guys were. As I was daydreaming at church and looking at these statues in a Catholic church, I was looking at statues and I thought, wouldn't it be neat to have like warrior monk type characters? And that's where the believer and the original way I pitched it to Emil was they actually had
divine inspiration,
the cropped hair with the bald, where they shave the head in the middle and stuff. But Emil said no, and and then so then we just started to blossom. I wrote one. I don't remember when we decided to make this try to make it a series, just to give somebody something to have fun with. We were making up the stories anyways, so why not share them?
Right.
That's really it. We were actually writing to each other to and fro, and it's like we're just having fun, and suddenly the character gallery grow, and then we had 5, and then we had to make up a name for them, and many different names from the beginning, I think, because it's like when you call something anything with God, it's like you put something in it that people be like, is that a Christian God? Is that a Lutheran God? Or is that a Muslim God? No, stop.
Yeah.
This is still mythos. So it's like we there's another story for them.
Right. So, Emil, you had started sculpting just prior to this, or was this kind of like was God's Fire like your impetus to really jump into it and start doing some real work in it?
I think I have just I had done 2 sculpts that I put up on Shapeway.
Okay.
And then I got encouraged by Eddie Salvatore to talk to Len about maybe talk to him about getting them printed. So I was sitting there and I can't ask anyone that. It's like on Shapeway, it's more like they're there. People can do what they want.
Right.
So I just, after a while, I sent a few sculpts photos to Len. And I'm like, so what do you think about these? And he's like, yeah, they're cool. And I'm like, yeah. So and then I came back with another day or 2 days later and like, so do you think you are they good enough to print? You want to print them? And then it started from there. And
Gotcha.
I just think I had done a few heads, some dwarfs, and then Steven, dwarfs and orcs.
Yeah, you had your angry ogre was the first thing.
Oh yeah, I had done the ogre. Yes, that's right.
That's the first.
Was that the tall-headed one, the sort of elongated head guy?
No,
it's the one with has a lot of teeth.
Oh, this guy.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
That's it's
pretty old. You got to keep going back there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Not this guy. Okay.
Nope. It's an ogre. It's got a great big wide mouth with
a lot of teeth. Some people ask how can he open his mouth, and it's like
gotcha.
I think he.
Yeah. Oh, I remember
goes around like that.
Not this guy.
Oh, right there.
This guy. I remember this. Yeah, this is the first. That's the first time I remember seeing your work. Yeah,
first.
Amazing.
One, Dan.
Yeah, I know, right?
God,
son of a bitch.
God's fire.
And that's the first piece I really painted with Wolfgang.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing stuff. So then a little later on, you guys started working together, and this is some of the, the intricacy of these things is incredible, man. So, Steve, you're drawing these up.
Some of them, not this one.
Okay.
That look of that figure right there is all Emil. I claim the idea of the removable mask and the gimmick to this figure. I
love this.
The putting the mask on the pauldron idea.
Yep. That's so cool. Great touch. Yeah, but man, what an awesome piece.
Yeah, that is a great piece. This is a great piece. This is awesome. I love this guy.
And this design is this is Steven's design.
Incredible.
There's a sketch for this. This was actually one of the earliest sketches he did. Oh, and this is Robson.
Yeah.
You know what? He reached out to me and talked about that. We had a really great conversations about that character and God's Fire.
Yeah.
And he was actually. We only knew each other for 6 months,
Right.
But he was so. It's so strange to say that someone that good said that he was impressed with what I was doing. That was
That's
surreal
cool.
to me.
That's cool.
So I painted a head for him and sent him, and he was so happy. And
Nice.
And this sounds really weird to say, but he was like, if I didn't have this deal with DC, I want to do something with God's Fire.
Nice.
You know, even if he just said that, that was really kind of him to say. You know.
Yeah.
Like, so,
yeah, what a great testament to what you guys created. And I love when you guys talk about it too. You just sound like, you know, a couple of kids, like you said, we're just playing. You know?
But that's what makes it fun, you know.
Yeah, right.
Nobody has to read the stories if they don't want to, of course. That's with everything. But it's like it's so fun when someone else wants to read them or hear about them or do their own customs or
I got this dude right here.
This is Steven's design.
Up.
Yeah, I love this guy. Barian.
He's going to be a new barbarian for me once I get some new barbarian bodies.
Sweet.
Nice.
So I'm starting to paint him up now. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. Everybody's done some great stuff like this. Like this paint is fantastic.
This is just a 3D render.
Oh, okay. Well, I've seen some people do the
photos.
red hair. I think, Steven, you did some with the red hair like that.
Yeah, I think I originally painted him with or I don't know. I think we always kind of pictured him with orangish, reddish hair. I think.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember right.
I forget what Eric Miller's was. His red.
Well, Eric Miller used that head for his the Rat King.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember what the hair color was.
Oh, there we go.
That was a great piece. Yeah.
Yep, there we go.
Which was really cool to see when I saw that he had used that head for Rat King. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
That's got to be cool too, right? Like you create
Yeah.
a piece, you create something, and somebody else does something with it that's completely, you know, not what you intended it for, or expected, and it's just, you know, wildly different, which is very, very cool.
Yeah, that was great to see. I mean, with his paints and that amazing Rat King character.
And sound. So now, go ahead.
For me, it's always fun because, you know, we hear that these things sell because Len tells us they do, and but it's almost like I don't believe they're really out there.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird. So when you go to a place like, you know, like LegionsCon and you see them, especially with a great painter like Eric Miller and many others, and you're just walking around and you'll see random Wolf King Customs parts or parts that me and Emil worked on, and it's always kind of. It's just very, very fun. It's a little kid moment where it's like, oh, the people actually do get these and paint these.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So how many characters are in God's Fire right now that are currently out there that you can get?
I realized I hadn't put up the latest bios on the website. And Steve is very angry with me. And that's why we haven't talked for a while. And it's like, I'm very sorry about it. And then he don't reply to me, and it's like, well, I hope we'll come back together sometime.
This is what I mean. This is what happens. You guys split apart like Power Man and Iron Fist. You get in a little thing, and then you always come back together. You always make your way into that, you know, mutual comic book that you got to be together in.
Yeah. I don't know how many characters we've made. I'm gonna guess it's somewhere around 15. 20? Is it that many? I don't know. The mud flumps themselves are 5.
Right. Yeah.
There's 15 bios that are red.
Is there?
15 bios
on the site, yeah.
And then there are a few more.
So these are the mud thumps.
Yeah. And this was me experimenting with the painting digital renders.
Mm-hmm.
It's just interesting to try different things. And this.
So how did these guys come about? Because this seems like very off the beaten path of the sort of, you know,
Knights and Warriors.
Very religious, or at least religious overtones of the knights and things like that. And then all of a sudden you got these crazy hillbilly goblins.
Oh yeah, and this hairstyle for Billy.
Right.
You know that I said no, right?
Yes, I heard that story.
and because I was like, he was bold, and I asked Steven for an opinion, which is sometimes a bad choice to do, but I did, and he's like, give him a mullet. And I'm like, what? No, it's a go. Give him a mullet. No, I won't. It's like, and then I put it in the Wolf King chat group, and I'm like, Steve is wanting me to give this guy a mullet, but
I remember
can you guys please tell him to no? And everyone was like, give him a mullet.
That was a big mistake. Yeah, you knew that was going to happen. You should have seen that coming, Emil. It's great, but it's great. I mean, that looks incredible. Like, it's just so different. You know
and it's silly. Many will hate this, but that's not the idea. There are so many custom pieces out there. So if you don't want it, you can pick something else out, and that's part of the hobby. So if we can look away from the competition about selling, it's more like, this is a big hobby. You can find what you want, and now you can find a hillbilly goblin. If you ever thought of wanting one,
who knew I wanted one?
I love the different stuff like this. You know what I mean? I love when you really go off the beaten path and do some crazy stuff that it's like not even a matter of like, this is cool, but the Horsemen haven't done it or won't do it yet. But this is something this isn't going to happen. The Horsemen, that's just not going to happen. It's so good. I love it.
That's kind of the hope. Let us do the dumb stuff. Let
the dumb stuff.
Cool
no, it's cool stuff, but like it's just different. You know what I mean? It's like going down a different track and having some fun with it. And there was a bunch of these. I know people were doing like they had the pot-headed goblin. People are having a lot of fun with goblins, but these are definitely some out there designs.
Yeah, they're on their own.
Which are
for sure.
Definitely on their own. Very, very cool. Hillbilly goblins. There you go.
I remember
every family's got them.
They came about because what I remember is that me and Emil just said, hey, it would be really fun to do some goblins.
Yeah.
And I think, and we just, how are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? And I don't even know if in the beginning we were thinking of making it God's Fire, because I kind of thought God's Fire would end after the first 5 characters.
Exactly. Me too.
And then I thought, well, why does it have to? Why can't these be in there? And I think I remember at some point saying, okay, well, I think it'd be fun to do goblins, but I want the first goblin to be an ogre, which makes no sense. Because,
yeah,
it's almost like when you're playing as a kid and it's almost like when you're playing as a kid and you're mixing different toy lines. And it's like, I'll put this here. It doesn't work, but it works.
Yeah. That's.
Steve, I thought you were going to say you got inspired by God's Fire when you were sitting at church, and you got inspired by the Hillbilly Goblins when you were. Didn't you tell me you were with your in-laws?
Could have been. Yeah, actually, it would have been my in-laws. It would have been my parents. They're the Hillbillies.
I got that screwed up. Sorry.
They're very nice.
It was
people,
one of those.
They're very nice people.
They love Emil.
That's great. Oh, Anthony's still awake. Good. And goblins are meant to have fun with. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's great. So God's Fire is not done. There's more God's Fire to come. Soonish.
Very soon. Very soon.
In a week, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So what we're going to show tonight is still part of God's Fire. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, there definitely is God's Fire to show tonight.
Okay.
We have parts that will be available. I have to do this because Len knows that I'm horrible at telling people stuff.
Go for it.
So
you've written it down. Go ahead.
Len wrote it down for me. Saturday, 2/12 at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and runs for a week. There will be pre-order sale. It'll take 4 to 6 weeks to fulfill. Let me see here. That's all for now, but there's more. Oh, there's going to be 60 awesome parts for pre-order. Now, not all of those obviously will be God's Fire, but there will be God's Fire mixed in there.
So, okay.
There will be the Mud Thumps. There will be the Godfire main crew and parts, and there will also be the mouse kits from Jeremy. So there will be different things to work with the reinforcements, of course. Now, since
all right, we're gonna
we got be some painted pieces.
Yeah,
in there. Yeah,
painted pieces. I don't think there's gonna be painted this time.
No painted. No,
I don't think so.
Not this time.
We do have reveals. We're going to go through a few things before we get to the new reveals. I just want to take a look at some of Unless you want to, Steve. You want to jump
I don't
into...
care. It's your show, man. I'll just follow along.
Let's take a look at a couple things. Well, first of all, let's take a look so we can keep people on here. What do we got? 55 people in here. Wow, got a lot of people. So let's keep them on. Let's keep them going. We got a couple of prize packages tonight that we're going to give away, courtesy of the aforementioned Wolf King Customs, Len LaGuardia, sweetest guy.
He's
look at this stuff. So you're getting a Believer sword, you get an Angel Warrior helmet, mullet Goblin head. You get the mullet Goblin head. I mean, that's all you really need right there. You get the Wild Man head. You get the Young Dwarf head, Faithless, Crucible. This is a pretty good start on the God's Fire stuff.
And it's so relevant that Len wrote those down because he doesn't know the names of any of the characters.
Exactly.
Mullet Goblin head. Wild Man head.
That's true. That's funny.
Pizza head. Oh,
and what does this last one say? Hang on a second. Let me turn this off. This
actually he's put the names right.
Kogoro set. Helm, no helm, pauldrons.
That's one of the corruptorants.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Those pauldrons are awesome.
So that's package A, and we should probably give that away pretty soon because we got 2 of these to do. So package B, you get the full Fallen set, Dragon Warrior head, Mullet Goblin head, Wild Man head, Ramamarian head.
Yeah, that's not how
head.
That's not even how it's spelled. It's Ramorian, not Ramamorian.
Yeah, I was saying I never saw that before, but and the Redeemer head. So yeah, we got some stuff. So what, Nate, you got some trivia questions, right?
I do indeed.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a trivia question. What do you got? You got something that you think people will know? Is there anything that's something we mentioned tonight? I think you had a question about a character that was mentioned, so that even if people don't know about God's Fire, if they were paying attention at all, may know the answer to. Do you know which one I'm talking about? I'll put it in the private chat.
I could. I think I've got one that's probably fairly. You don't have to go super deep. It's not super hard, but here, private chat.
All right.
Yeah, we can do that one.
Okay. If you got another one and you're comfortable with it, that's fine too. Just want to give everybody a chance. I don't want it to get too deep, so that nobody knows.
I don't think it's too deep, but I think you got to know what you're talking about. So at the same time, so I think there'll be a little bit of a challenge, but all
right. So let's give away. I think package A seems to be the big one. Is that the bigger one, or I guess it's just a matter of like the level of stuff that you're getting? They're probably pretty equal. Would you say? Is there a runner-up set? All right, we'll do package B. You're going to get package B. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have Nate ask the question. Do not put the answer in until I type in go in the chat, and then you will have an opportunity to put the answer in, and the first person to type it in will win this package. We'll do that one this way first. So, all right, go for it.
Are we ready?
Wait till I say go before you type your answer.
All right. The question is, out of the God's Fire characters, one of them is blind. Give us the name of that character.
Okay. The God's Fire character that is blind. And go.
I don't even know the answer.
Wait a minute. Seriously? I told you it was too hard.
Anthony. Oh, no. Curtis.
Whoa. Curtis snuck in there, like right behind.
Wow. Yeah.
Holy moly. Wow. Everybody's got, wait a minute. What was that? Right? Yeah, Curtis.
Yeah, Curtis. Right after you said go, Curtis, Anthony was freaking right on his heels, but Curtis got it.
Walter was close with Charlie.
Good guess, Walter.
Just a little bit off.
A lot of people got it right, but Curtis
you did.
Is the winner, man.
Good for you guys. All right, good.
Nice work.
Cool. All right, Curtis.
That's
some stuff to customize, my man.
It just
he's been doing some great work.
It cracks me up that anybody knows that.
I know, right? Isn't that fun?
That's cool.
It's so much fun. All right, so Nate, if you could just type that down someplace or something. So Curtis gets package B.
Right on.
And towards later on in the show, we'll give away package A too. All right, let's talk about a few things here. So we got some other stuff. Well, you know what? I'm gonna jump right into this, Steve, because I want to hear about this. Because we're talking all about God's Fire, and this is how would you describe this? Is this a chapter in the God's Fire, or is this a offshoot of God's Fire? Figures. What's the deal?
You know, I guess I view this is. This could be going on somewhere else while God's Fire is going on.
Okay, so this is another sort of offshoot storyline within your same realm of stories, basically.
Yeah, there's going to be stories here that, you know, probably will not include God's Fire characters unless me and Emil decided to make that happen for some reason. Obviously, since I know the guy who is the God's Fire guy, I could probably make that happen, maybe. But
negotiation.
Anyway, no, this is just basically it's going to be a new thing. It's going to be a new story. It's going to be based on barbarian parts. You can probably guess that because it's kind of, you know, I'm spearheading this thing.
Right.
I like barbarians.
A lot of nearly nude men.
Nearly nude men, and this is not so this is where basically I have a lot of ideas and Emil only has so much time, so this is kind of where I've kind of Len pushed me to use some of these ideas and do some stuff you know, through him, with him.
Gotcha.
You're blaming Len that you're leaving me. Len told me that Emil wasn't good for me. Len told me that. Well, just come. Yes, tribal lands. Let's listen to this.
That's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Steve. That's fine.
It's all Len's fault.
Well, like, listen. You know, I mean, you know, the God's Fire is you guys, and this is his solo book. You know what I mean? Like, and you know.
Yeah, and don't act like he doesn't get around because he's got Von Bert things going on.
Oh, I know.
And everywhere else, so it
I've
isn't,
heard.
you know.
Continue with the tribal lands now.
The talk is out there. The talk is out there.
So tribal lands, it's a cool story. I think it's a cool story. It's about these tribes of barbarians that are living in this land, and there's a kingdom nearby, and the kingdom wants that land, and they're going to take it from the barbarians, but the barbarian tribes don't get along with each other, and the only way they're going to defeat these people is if they find a way to work together. That's kind of in a nutshell.
Nice,
cool.
And I love that you're using Lord for your moniker. That's great.
Len did that, but I'm cool with it. Len did this. Len did this whole thing here. This logo. So yeah, and it's very fun. So yeah, I've like I said, we've been using this sculptor that is, like I said, he's not in the community, not somebody anybody would know, but very talented.
Who's Yoko? Who's Yoko in this?
Oh, man. That's so funny. No, the sculptor that's working on these parts so far, anyways, is he's done everything. And I don't even know how to say his name.
See, now there you go, Emily. You got to feel better. Like, he doesn't even know how to say the guy's name who's actually doing the work. You said you've never talked to him.
I haven't talked
directly.
To him. So I haven't talked to him. Len has used him for a few things. Like I said, he's very talented. I really like his work. Len's used him, and Len was like, let's have him do these, and everything he's done. He's I think knocked out of the park. His name is Gianluca Cerchiello. Yeah, and actually, I have just sent my sketches and my stuff to Len, and then Len communicates with him. So,
so a totally different dynamic working, but
totally different. I don't have that intimacy, and it's true. I don't have. So
this guy's not going to be coming to Whitehall this November to spend the.
He's not going to be in the van. He's not going to be in the van.
Right.
I don't think he wants to.
He's not yet.
Van. I don't think he wants to be in the van.
I don't think there's a lot of people who want to be in the van.
But
all right, let's take a look at some of this stuff.
Yeah, he's a great sculptor.
He is good.
Let's jump into this. If he's watching,
you were
I'm
saying
sure
earlier,
he's good.
Steven, he's not really even in the Mythic community, right?
No,
so
he's
it's
not.
not like we can kind of look up and see his work.
You can, yeah, no,
until we see this stuff. So this is a real premiere.
All right, well, take us through this. Let's see what's. I don't know what order I put this in. I think I tried to. Whoa, hello. Wait a minute. Jumping a little bit fast. Okay. Oh, this is God's Fire?
This is God's Fire.
Oh, I'm sorry. I put this in the wrong place. Well, this is very cool too. All right.
It is very cool. We'll get to, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go. Now this is a funny one because this part actually exists. There's one out there painted that I sold at LegionsCon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that.
It was one of the first things that sold, I think. And it is his hat, his bear hat is removable, and this is a Len design and a Gia sculpt. It was actually done before the idea of tribal lands was even a thing, and then when we decided to do this kind of thing, I was like, this character has to be part of it because we're kind of doing an animal. If you saw like the logo, there's kind of an animal theme here with the barbarians. Yep. And I'm like, why would we not use him? And we've already got the sculpt. Why wouldn't we do this and make him a character in
Definitely.
Here, so.
And heads up for a dad joke. Is this the barbarian?
Oh God!
All right, I'm out. See you.
Yeah, all right. Just makes it hard to edit the live things, Nate. Yeah, this is very cool. This is super cool. I love this, man. And the bear head looks great, man. You did a great job with that. Really, really nice.
Len didn't like the eyebrows, so they're gone now.
Oh, but on the bear?
Yeah, on the bear.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if you guys can see. Can you see this now? So the
whoa! Hang on a second. Let me zoom you in here and big in you. There we go.
I was just going to ask if you got pics without the bear hat. Yeah.
Oh, it comes off.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Bring that closer and take the hat off. I want to see it all off. Do your hand thing. There we go. It's starting to zoom in a little bit. Wow, that's cool, man. Dude, I love that. That's a
give it a little rotation.
Emil, that might be a new Thor custom right there, my friend.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Badass.
That's nice. Yeah, I love that. That's great. It's great that comes on and off. That's fantastic. Love it.
Yeah, it's very fun. Very fun.
Love it. All right.
Good point, Anthony.
Does he have what's that?
He's got a hat, of course. It's Len approved.
Right, exactly. I forgot about that. Yeah, removable hats are great. Definitely, for sure.
It's excellent.
I love that.
And he'll have a story. He doesn't have one yet because we just decided to. Len sent me some parts to paint, and I'm like, we're using this. So
nice.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
Sorry if I'm jumping the gun here, but it looks like from the logo, are there like 5 factions or 5 groups?
4 tribes.
4 tribes. Okay.
4 different tribes. Yep.
All right. What's up next here? Oh, this is so cool.
Now this is gonna be our first.
There he is.
This is the first thing. This is the first character that's kind of started it all. Yeah, this is Oogaloo.
Nice.
The smoke will not be included. That's just I actually ripped that off from a Transformers masterpiece.
That looks pretty good though. That was very cool. I like the picture.
It looks kind of neat. But yeah, he's a shaman. He's a barbarian shaman, and this kind of started from me and Len arguing over. I made a barbarian wizard, and it had a wizard hat and everything, and Len said it was stupid. And then he told me, if you want to make a barbarian wizard, it would be a barbarian shaman, and he sent me a bunch of pictures of what it should look like. None of them look like this, but I got the point. And he goes, if you want to design a real one, we'll make a real one. But what you did is dumb. So I did design a real one. And I sent it to Len, and he loved it. And it was this guy. And Len's like, I love this. And I think that's what the whole thing started, where Len was like, why don't you just do more of these and have them, we'll call it, at that time he said, we'll call it the Steven Bushotee collection. I said, that's dumb. We'll call it Tribal Lands.
Give him a little taste of his own medicine. No, that's dumb. Wow.
So this is Oogaloo. He's the first character. He's the shaman. He's actually a roamer. I got the bio written for this guy.
Oogaloo, not Boogaloo.
Yeah, Oogaloo. And but you could call him Boogaloo after you buy the head. You can call it anything you want. You can
call him George. You can call him Charlie.
And yeah, he's just crazy. Now his necklace is going to be a part 2. It's going to be so
See that? Yeah, that's cool.
And yeah, he kind of roams around. He actually can cross boundaries because the barbarians, they do not like other barbarian tribes crossing their boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So
nice.
He's a healer.
So it comes with the head and the necklace.
Yes, the head and the necklace will both be the parts that we're making available.
It looks great with the fur on it. I do like that look. That's a great.
I thought the fur looked cool too.
Yeah, I like it. It's very shamanesque.
Mm-hmm.
He almost needs like a shawl or something. It would probably be made of fur, obviously, as being a barbarian. Very, very cool. Love this.
Cool, man.
I love the crazy look in his eye.
Madman.
Yeah, I wanted that because slightly off his rocker kind of wizard, kind of like I thought of like Conan the Barbarian, the guy he meets on the beach. You know, he's a little crazy. That's kind of what I was going for. Some people
because like when you're doing a character like this is, I mean, you want them to, I mean, this is not a guy who's just going to be standing around looking badass. He's going to be, you know, smoking somebody's ass with some magic and, you know, fire and literally smoke.
Or he may be smoking if you look at him.
He may be smoking, which is why his eyes are bugging out like that. Yeah. So that's what you want. You know, you don't want a plain face on that. You know, it's a little, you know, if I was going to shoot this, you know, I want him doing something and like really having him look crazy with stuff coming out of his hands or something. It'd be great. Very cool. All right. Oogaloo. Now,
the other character, this is we're back to God's Fire.
Oh shit. This is all God's Fire?
This is all God's Fire.
What else do I have? Am I missing something?
Go to the render. The dwarf.
Oh, I don't know if I have that one, Steve. Wait a minute. Can you I'll pull it up. Hang on a second. I'll pull it up. I'll get it from your chat here. I don't know if I saw that one. I don't know how I missed it. We were doing this all through text. So the render.
Does this guy's headpiece come off, Steve?
No, it does not.
Oh, I got it. How did I miss this? All right, I got it. Hang on a second.
I'm
just gonna share. Stop my screen. Share. And I think I want this first one. There we go. There he is.
There we go.
Okay.
It isn't a right. So yeah, there we go. I should have said it's not a render. It's that's probably I screwed you up too.
Yeah, that's a sculpt. Okay.
So, anyways, yes.
Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me get it back. Go ahead. Keep talking. I'll bring him back.
Fine. Just to show that it's not going to all just be bare-chested barbarians in this story. There's going to be plenty of characters. We're going to have dwarfs. We're going to have everything in here. This is going to be one of the very first characters as well. He's a dwarf. He's a rich dwarf. There's a whole story. He stole a jewel and got caught, and they cut his eye out for it. And then they gave him the damn jewel, and he found out that this jewel he stole wasn't even real. And to remind him of his folly, he made it into part of his eye patch.
I was going to say, is that the jewel that's on his eye?
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool.
Yeah. So now he's
Great
rich and he's a jewel thief. He's a jewel expert. He's a money man. He's a shyster, and that's going to be the character that this guy is going to be.
What if he found out when he put it on his eye, he could actually see things through it, even if it was like cheap and. All right, I'm changing your lore. Never mind. Fuck that. I love it though. It's great. This eye patch is fantastic. I love it.
Trevor, can you just stay in your lane?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make stories now, Steve. I'm gonna post them on the Cabal. Like, what do you think, Steve?
Now I got to give credit where credit's due. This is something I started, and then of course, anywhere anytime you're messing with a dwarf, Anthony Halseal comes around and knocking.
Oh
like
yeah.
He just knew. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm
he
trying
smells
to dwarf.
them, man. He smells them.
So yeah, me and Anthony bounced back ideas on this guy a little bit too, and he definitely had input, and it was very it was fun thing to kind of almost, he kind of filled in that gap that Emil left when he decided Emil started to go seeing other people. Because I was like able to bounce stuff around again with somebody, and it was like an emotional crutch. And thank you, Anthony, for being there for me.
He likes the dwarf, obviously. I really like the hair on him too. It's a different cut for a dwarf. You know what I mean? They have a short haircut like that. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I want him to be dwarfy, but I wanted him to be like, you know, like I said, this guy's got a little money. He's a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not down in a mountain. You know,
right?
mining.
He can afford some shears for the hair. Yeah, nice. See, Guillermo's on my side. He goes. He's there. You go. Whip out the what? Oh, posh dwarf. There you go. I like it. Nice.
Yeah.
Very, very, very cool.
And that's basically it for what's coming up for Tribal
so far.
Lands.
All right.
Yep. At this point,
cool.
I mean, that's not it. There's plenty of stuff in the works. However, that's what we have to show.
Very nice.
Hopefully, people will like it.
So, is he part of a tribe? This one, or is he kind of outside the tribes? The tribes are the barbarian tribes, right? I mean, that's
the barbarian. This guy would be because I mean, obviously, we've got the enemies of the tribe.
Okay, so he's one of the bad guys. He
would be more of the bad guys. He would live in the kingdom that wants to take over.
Right. Gotcha.
So
very cool. Very nice.
Yeah.
And so, all right, this is coming down Saturday.
These will not be available Saturday. Okay?
Oh shit!
Tribal Lands
really messing it all up.
It's okay.
It's
okay.
So he's got a sale coming up, but these are not going to be in the sale.
These are not going to be in the sale,
okay.
Which is why I sent them to you last, because I thought we talked about that after. But you know, hey, no skin off. It's okay.
Okay. So are the other things that you sent me that you painted, are those going to be in the sale? Is that what?
Yes, those are. Those are the God's Fire stuff will all be in the sale, unpainted.
All right,
but they won't be painted. Yeah.
Just trash this whole thing, I'm sure. That's fine. So this is coming. So this is cool. The people love reveals and stuff like that. So and this is a whole new world for Steve. So that's very cool.
Actually,
do we have any?
Len's gonna yell at me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I think these are supposed to be available at ZoloCon.
Oh, cool.
That's their debut, huh?
Yeah, they should be at ZoloCon, and they'll be in that March. They'll be in the March sale.
Even better. That's great.
Cool.
So come see us at ZoloCon if you want to get your hands on these.
Nice. And you're going to be there?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. All right. The ZoloCon's going to be good this year, man. Can't wait. Cool.
Me neither. The first one.
I'm going to just jump back to Emil and give him a little bit of time. Sitting there quietly stewing that he had nothing to do with anything that we've been talking about. Steven's out on his own, and just show some of the work that you've done in the past. Obviously this is the God's Fire stuff. Great. And these are all your paint ups too, right?
Yeah, these are the two. I mean, two first heads me and Steve did, the first characters we did. So it's like the start of our friendship.
So we got the judge up front left, believer right.
Yeah.
Redeemer in the back and faithless.
Yeah. Now I have a close up of the Redeemer and the faithless because after we've done these two, we decided to make it a group.
There you go.
So the Redeemer, the blind one.
Yep, there's the guy.
And
these are great.
Yeah. If you are sculpting in ZBrush and you're trying to make hair and stuff without a feature called back face masking, don't do this. Okay, that's the only feature I needed. That's why I bought the full version of ZBrush.
Okay.
For you who know, you know.
So you did this one prior to doing that? Prior to having that?
I started it.
Okay.
And I never finished it until
just too hard to do.
Got the full version, and then I had to fix it all up. It was almost like redoing it. So it's like, and the fur pieces. I've taken the length of the dwarf London. I've taken the size of it, and then I took pieces of cassia to have the same size with a cut in the middle, and then I just strapped it around.
Yep.
It's like,
Yeah, I love
okay.
doing that with the fur. I did that to Sir Gerard. Yeah, these look
and
great.
here it is, Faithless. And actually, this is input from Len because he wanted a hood.
Of course.
That's funny because now I know that he's the hat guy. So of course he wanted the hood. But yeah.
What's he got with hats? He's got hair. He's got a nice head of hair, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, who knows?
Well, it's true. You don't really see it.
This was the 5th and final character of God's Fire, and once we had done the first 4, it took a while before we decided on who the 5th should be. We decided that it should be 5, but we hadn't come up with this character. So this took a while before we ended up with.
Yeah.
And it's still today, even though it's a long time I did it, it's still a personal favorite of mine.
It's really nice. And you've used this in a lot of customs. This which we'll see coming up. The pauldrons too. You did those, right? That's where his
that's the
great idea. Where Steve, was that yours? Where the mask goes on the pauldron as well, like when it's not in use.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I love that. Love it. Very, very cool. Oh man, beautiful. This is a nice shot too, man. Really nice.
Thank you. This is I'm gonna learn from you guys. You're taking this, but this is an older one.
Very cool. I love the intricacy of the carvings and the all the filigree, I guess you call it, on the some of those.
I love playing with those and just sitting there and carving.
This is cool. A great shot too.
So this is a Photoshop actually, because I didn't have this many painmonger heads, but I wanted to make it an army.
Oh really? Oh wow, nice.
Yeah. So I put the 3 in the front, and then I added guys around, and then I took multiple shots with the same angle, and then I photoshopped them together. So it's like
nice.
Very cool.
Yep. Very good.
Thank you. And just to show some of the last God's Fire pieces we put out, the Corruptorans.
Yeah.
With the story of them.
And these guys, they made their debut at LegionsCon, wasn't it, last year?
Yes, they did. Yeah.
That's such a sick amount of detail, man. That's what makes these great. Like, this is the kind of stuff that, I mean, the Horsemen are getting more and more detailed with things, but I think they try to keep things, a little
I think they're adding more
for painting purposes, because then you can't have somebody paint this for the price that, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much detail in there, you'd lose something in it, I think. In your case, it's just like it's up to the person who buys them to go as detailed as they want to go, but all that detail is there. It's beautiful.
These pauldrons. Those pauldrons allowed me to kind of play the trick the Horsemen play. At LegionsCon, I painted a much brighter, kind of flashier version of these characters, and I did different color sets per character. And I painted different details of the pauldrons, just like the Horsemen do. And there was a few people that would come up and it took them a while, or I even had to tell them that all 3 characters were wearing the same pauldrons.
Right.
Because I painted different parts of them to make it. The Horsemen do that to us all the time.
Well, and I see that all the time, just within customizing. Like, I'll have a piece, and I'm like, even if I want some inspiration or I'm not sure how to paint it, and then I go on and say, like, how are other people doing this? And it's all over the place. People have just approached it a different way. And it doesn't even have to be something with a lot of details, just something that you can either highlight or not highlight, or, it's incredible. It's been a bunch of heads. If it's got horns, did they make the horns black? Did they make the horns white? Did they make the horns red? It's really, really cool. So yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine seeing that, these are just painted differently and you wouldn't even know that they were the same things.
Yeah. So this was fun to try to make this a big color. And I realized the pauldrons are big, but that was the fun idea behind these. And as with everything else, some likes it, some won't. But I really wanted it for these characters to try it out.
I feel the same way, Joe. I feel the same way. I've got tons and tons of stuff. I look at it and go, I really have to sell some stuff to people unpainted, because I'm just never going to get to them. But I can't figure out what I want to sell because I want to paint everything. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. And this is just a custom that I was really happy with. It's just one custom piece, but the rest is parts, of course.
Very cool. Was this a War Machine type of thing, or just
what? No, it was
semi-inspired?
not.
No. Okay.
This was just because I was inspired by the Warhammer 40K Black
Oh,
Templars with a.
okay.
So that's the inspiration, the colors behind it,
Right.
and yeah.
And of course, this is everybody knows this one. This is if you were at LegionsCon, this was a hit to see these in person. Tried to buy them. He just won't give them up, man. He just won't give them up.
But the thing is, people can do these.
Hey, Kevin.
These kind of customs.
What's up, Kevin?
I mean, maybe I put more time into them than I think that it's worth selling them. And I mean, there are probably people who are faster than can do the same thing, but just faster.
We discussed this, and I totally understand your point of view, because as soon as I paint something, I've done some stuff for like the Christmas giveaways and things, and I just like I do it, and I'm like, oh, it's so good, it came out so good, I don't want to give it away, but like I can't even imagine like the amount of work that you put into these 5 figures that we'll see like is just insane, and I can't imagine even thinking, I want these in my collection. I can't imagine conceive of doing them again. Like, you know what I mean? Because like once you've done this, you've done all this work, how could you do it again? Even if it means, giving up, thousands of dollars that somebody might have offered you. For.
But I mean, and they're starting to get the battle damage.
Star, he's got
all the photos.
There you go.
So they have received some battle damage, and I need to fix them up. Because
there you go, Star. If you haven't seen these, man, you got to go check them out. They're incredible. Yeah. And Star, try to come to LegionsCon. Maybe you'll see him in person. I don't know if you think you'll drag these to LegionsCon again or no. Probably
I think I will, because I think
okay.
I mean, yeah, because otherwise people, I don't know if people want to see them again, but maybe
hell yeah,
bring them. You gotta bring them.
Yeah, as long as they're not getting damaged, like you said, they're getting a little damage, but
they are getting damaged. But I mean,
do you seal them afterwards?
Never.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, I sometimes I seal bare arms. I seal this part, but it never helps. I mean, really? I don't know. I should probably seal.
Yeah, I've had good luck with sealing things before. Like I've chipped a lot of stuff that I've done, and when I seal it, it's generally pretty good. I mean, I really have to like knock it around for it to come off. It's tough finding a good. I mean, you've got armor here, but a nice flat one, and I thought I found a good flat in Citadel paints. Yeah, and then the can exploded on me, so I'm not buying that anymore. I don't know if it was an anomaly or what, but it wasn't good. But it was nice and flat for sure. Yeah, these are incredible. These are incredible.
People have been. I've gotten a lot of comments about making why I did Thor into a dwarf, but it's just bad photo from me.
Yeah,
it's like
he's not a dwarf.
No,
it's not a dwarf. It's just my.
Happens to be standing in a trench.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then you recently started doing Wolverine. You gonna do some more X-Men?
Well, yeah, because it's fun, and it's like this is all Eric Miller's fault.
I know I'm working on some stuff in the vein of that, and I'm just hoping, because I'm slow as hell, and I just know somebody's going to scoop me, probably him, in this idea, and I feel like I just want to get one done and put it out and say, this is what I'm doing. Don't anybody else do it.
Yeah, I know that feeling as well.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Right.
This is the latest, right?
And this is the latest.
I just included this just so because this is fun. And the planning before, I mean, it's so much time, but it's just so much fun, playing with the heads and thinking what would work, what is good enough. I really wanted the Spider-Man to have the big eyes, but I couldn't come up with a good idea for it from parts. And then I realized, well, in the beginning, this is how the eyes were. I mean, with the.
I think it's enough. I mean, maybe you can work on something later on that you can swap it out. You kind of do it with that in mind, but not really like make it so obvious. Could be kind of cool. I've used Mr. Super Clear. It is a great sealer, but it's just not matte enough for me. Like their matte still has like a little bit of a gloss on it, and it kind of makes me nuts. When I put it on skin, it's like it has like a sheen, and I don't like it. So, but it's a great sealer.
I saw Von Creep chime in there with a
Krylon
matte finish. That's what I use. It's good stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Very good stuff.
Krylon matte finish. Okay.
I'll give that a shot.
Thank you.
Eric has so many cool secret projects. Great. He's probably doing what I've got. I've got 2 ideas that are going to take me forever, and I'm sure somebody's going to.
But I mean, Eric is an inspiration to everyone, like doing customs.
Yeah. In that vein, like he was kind of the first person I saw that took, you know, people were doing customs within the realm of, you know, Mythic and Knights and maybe a couple tributes to like Lord of the Rings or something like that. You know, not too far out of the realm, but he was the first one I saw that did the turtles. Like that was the first thing I saw that was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Like that's
what I saw. And it's why I was actually waiting for the mud thumbs, for the parts for the mud thumbs, I think, or it was something else. And the shipment was delayed for so long, and I got restless, and I was like, maybe I should do that custom I've been thinking about doing, and then I did Captain America. So it's like waiting for parts.
Well, I bought that head specifically to do Captain America, so I'm going to be getting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see it
one of these days after I finish up this other thing and the other thing after that. So it's probably 2 or 3 years from now. All right, so Steve.
New mud pumps or God's Fire you're going to show? We're going to go back to those, or?
Yeah, no, we got some new stuff that's going to be on the mud thumps before that I was showing Steve. That was part of God's Fire before, right? That's been out, right? Okay, so we're going to show some new stuff that is going to be available this Saturday at wolfkingcustoms.com this Saturday, starting at when?
I believe 3 o'clock.
3
Eastern Standard Time.
All right. Wow. This is cool.
Eric just showed up. Eric, you must have been ringing.
Just talking
Hello there,
man.
I was just saying you're awesome, man.
So tell us about this. So which parts are we talking about? Are we talking about the body and the head, or
the torso and the head and the helmet is what I painted here. This isn't even mine. This was a friend asked me. He had these parts and he was like, "Would you paint these for me, please?" I bought them, and it came out pretty good, and I was like, "Oh, I like it." So so I showed it off a little.
Okay, man. So this is not part of the sale. I got this wrong too.
Not part of the sale. We're looking for mud thumps and the guy with the cross helmet.
Oh, we are. So we're back to that. All right. Okay. I'm all screwed up, man. I don't know what I'm looking for here. Let me go back to that's the stream. Where's your deck? Okay, this is your deck. So now I just got to go backwards, and I'm going to go through this guy.
Yes. Now this guy will be available. This head will be available.
That's cool. Oh, dude. I know exactly what that's going to be right there. Custom-wise, Emil?
Well,
I mean, just the way you got to paint it up, Steve. It's ready for spawn. It's like ready to be spawned.
Yeah, that's what I thought was fun when I painted it. I mean, it's
so cool.
It's just what I did because I think it's cool. Yeah, this is Emil's. He sculpted this. It's basically his design. So, Emil, you want to talk about this one?
Well, we are doing every head sculpt for the God's Fire in different ways. Sometimes it's a head sculpt, sometimes it's a design, sometimes it's a story idea. So we do it differently. This was one head that I really wanted to do. I really wanted to do the cross helmet. Googling around and just was inspired. I wanted to do something like it. And I wanted it to be simple, to go the opposite route of doing all these big feather things or fins that I have done on multiple heads. And I wanted this to be super clean in that way, but still ornate. So it's like it's more dry brush or wash painting to get the details out, and not as much as painting every detail. So
there you go. Some more custom Templars for sure.
And so
is that like a little is there a ridge, like almost like a separate front piece to this? I mean, not that it is separate, but it implies that there's a separate piece. Right?
Yes, that's my idea behind it. So it's got straps on the sides sculpted.
Cool.
Nice. And is this a new named character with a backstory too?
It is.
His name is Crucible.
Oh, very cool.
He works with the same religious army that the God's Fire is a member of, but he's not necessarily always on the same side as them.
Intriguing.
Yeah, so God's Fire is the group of 5, but they're part of this order, this bigger order.
Yep. And this guy is this guy would listen to the store director instead of the manager of the department. So this guy answers to one guy, so he follows out his orders, and his orders may or may not clash with what God's Fire is up to. So you could see them. I can see a story where these two they clash, even though they're wearing the same uniform.
Emil, there you go. There's another one right there. If you
Yeah,
haven't thought about that.
There are great ideas here.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
this is fun to see comics.
This could be Spider-Man too, sort of. I think it'd be a great Cyclops head, though, for sure. If you're going to go down that route again.
One thing that I must say that I wanted when I sculpted this one, I had this similar feeling to when I sculpted the Angel Knight helmet. Is like if I was a customizer or if I bought a piece, how could I use it? And it's
right.
Like so some pieces are really fun to sculpt in a generic way, that this could be good, this could be bad. I could build different types of characters. What would other build with this? The mud thumbs are not sculpted that way. This is more like, okay, what would people do? Could this be a group of 5 of these? Or yeah. When it comes to the helmet, not the character.
I like it as I could see an army of these guys, man. This looks really cool. I mean, this is almost like some sort of spiritual, like you don't know what's behind that mask. I just love the way you painted it up with the green. I would totally just copy that, or even red, could be kind of cool too, or something like that.
Nobody's mentioned the obvious one here.
Oh, what?
Black Knight,
Boba Fett.
Yeah, you're right. Shit. There you go. That's one I thought about doing a long time ago too, a Boba Fett. I haven't gotten to that either. Spawn, Boba Fett for sure. Snake Eyes. There you go. There's a Snake Eyes tribute. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Very cool. I love this, man. This is cool. I'm going to pick up some of these for sure. I like these.
Yeah, I love that profile.
Somebody just said they picked up a bunch of goblins, mindless focus. So
cool. And maybe now we're
ready to pick up some of these.
Yeah.
Some more mud.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Well, here we have Bobo Jr. This is the leader.
The book of Bobo Jr.
Yeah, brother. He's a brother mud thump. And his this is Mama's firstborn son. If you've ever gone to godsfireseries.com, and is that right, Emil? godsfireseries.com, right?
godsfireseries.com, yes.
If you read the bios there, you'll read about Mama a lot. This is her baby boy, and he runs the crew. This is a great one. I drew this, this is funny. I drew this sketch, and I sent it to Emil, and I said, "Have you ever seen Dukes of Hazzard?" Because him being in Sweden is, I figured he may not have, and he's like, "I have heard of it." And I'm like, "Well, look up Boss Hog." Because
usually European countries get the worst of our TV, so I'm surprised. Yeah, I was gonna say this is very Boss Hog. It's got a jawline like holy cow.
A face that only his mother could love.
And of course, Emil always takes my pictures, and my little doodles, and he just cranks it up to 11 and adds so much character to it.
We have fun with that you give the liberty of doing, when you do design as well, like that. I feel the freedom to get to do it, the teamwork part.
You can practically hear him say, handle it. Some more mud thumps. There's fans out there of the mud thumps. Well, we got more where that came from.
Oh, yes. This is
This is
great. She is.
These bodies are kill me, man. So good.
So,
just look at this. Oh yeah. Well, wait. Okay. So how does this one work?
This is Mama Mud Thump.
Okay.
She wanted to be beautiful, but she didn't have any hair.
Oh, so this is what this is. Okay.
So she got herself a wig.
Awesome.
Which,
so this is her without the wig. This is her wigless.
Yes.
And is the body also for sale, or is that the older?
Yeah.
Body. The body will be up for sale. Okay, that's the body is just so good.
It's hilarious.
So now what happens here? So now do you have the bald and the hair goes on top?
Yeah.
Or does it a separate sculpt?
It's a pretty loose fit as well, so it won't be.
Oh, it actually will fit on
rubbing.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, guys. Here.
Oh, wait. Let me embiggen you. Hang on. Oh, that's great. That's great.
This is how we sold the idea to Len. It's like a hat.
It's sort of a hat.
It's a hair hat.
Wow, that's fantastic.
I love the saggy.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, what's that between her breasts? Oh, it's her belly button.
I'm doing her.
So it's all there. I mean, if you read about the mud thumps, you'll see that when she found the baby Momo, which was an ogre in the woods, she wrapped it up in her shawl. So me and Emil made sure she had her shawl on. And right from the start, me and Emil, I think we came up with the idea of the wig like before we did any of the other mud thumps, I think.
I think so.
It just took us a long time to get to her. And when we did get to her, it was so fun to work on that and I just giggled a lot. Yeah. Because I think I picture it like if you're playing a video game, she's going to be one of the bosses, and the way to beat her is to knock her wig off, and then she's vulnerable.
And I want to say apologize for putting this out there, and I'm blaming Steven and I'm blaming Len for selling it, and I'm just being used. But
so
the thing is,
just going right back to Len's fault.
Yeah, always. The body, it was worse first, because I mean, first of all, the shawl, since Steven said she needs a shawl, so that is actually the first time I'm using textured surfaces on something.
Very cool.
So I experimented for the shawl, and of course I did the top. Well,
these are fun, man.
Yeah, it was a little bit more.
I love the detail on the neck too, like the wrinkly old neck.
Yeah. So the neck is part of the body, I take it, right? The neck
is
attached to the body, and then the shawl is part of the sculpt as well of the body. And then somebody asked you can get a lot of the bare upper arms, right, for the 2.0. There's a few characters that have those. I don't know if there's no Legion builders. Oh wait, no, the goblins have armor.
Urxa, Queen Urxa. That's where
there's a couple. Doesn't Ravina have bare arms too? And
yes, she does.
Yeah.
And it's a Cassia.
There's a couple. I mean, they're not easy to get right now, but I imagine that there's going to be something coming out that might have. I think. No, the elf Legion builder that's in the Kickstarter doesn't have bare arms. I don't think.
I have some Cassias.
Snag's got the dark bare arms.
Snag does. The female.
Gear almost does it.
The female orc might have bare arms.
She's got one bare arm.
That's Queen Urxa.
No. The
the deluxe
one bear.
The deluxe orc.
One deluxe right. Legion builder orc from the Kickstarter doesn't.
The new one.
Yeah, the new one. The new one that's not out yet.
She's got two.
Oh, one. Oh, from the Tactics.
Yeah, from Tactics. Yeah, that's coming out.
She's got two bare arms. Yeah,
two bare arms.
Okay. Yeah, good call on that.
So there you go. There should be a bunch of those. I'll be selling a bunch of them that I bought. Love this. This is freaking great. I love that hair. The hair coming off is fantastic. So cool. So these are all going to be available. That was it, right, Steve?
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Okay. So these are going to be available Saturday, wolfkingcustoms.com, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time, or what did you say?
I believe it's Eastern. Let me check, but I believe it's
usually
Eastern.
Eastern.
It's usually 3 p.m. Eastern, right? Yeah, that's what I remember. Because I always remember at 4 o'clock, and then because I'm out somewhere and I miss half the stuff that I wanted to get. So don't miss it. Be there at 3 o'clock. Get in on it. Get this stuff. Grab some goblins. put this in play. She can have. She doesn't need bare arms. I mean, she could have a little bit of armor on there.
She sure could.
Yeah, you could paint this like chain. You could paint this like chainmail too, if you want to make it a little more battle ready.
And I'm sure all these parts are going to also be available at ZoloCon.
Okay.
So
cool.
I'm sure Glenn's printing his little butt off right
now.
now.
ZoloCon is shaping up to be something really cool, man.
It's going to be cool. We're actually having parts from other community members at our table there too. So you're going to be able to see stuff from Toy Forge, Detours there. Anthony's going to be there, having stuff on display.
Yep.
Patrick is going to be there. It's going to be a fun time.
Might have to think about a table there. We'll find out.
Cool.
Very cool. Very cool. I want to quickly take a look at some of the, because I got this mixed up. This is some of the work that you've done paint-wise.
That's just some customs I did.
Yeah, your paint's come a long way, Steven. It's looking amazing.
Man. Yep.
Thank you.
Incredible. This is such
I
cool
love the
custom.
colors.
I love these two.
Yes,
I don't think I have a picture of the two
together.
I don't think you gave that to me, but I almost grabbed it. I think it's on Facebook that I had. Yeah. But I love these. There's the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. Snow Miser or Ice Miser? No, Snow Miser. Yeah.
Heat Miser. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it Snow Miser?
Mr. Cold or Mr.
Freeze?
Cold Miser? No, it's the Heat Miser and either the Cold Miser and the Heat Miser or the Snow Miser and the Heat Miser.
I know it's the Heat Miser, but I can't.
Yeah.
I'm Mr. Heat. I gotta sing the song.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mr. Freeze doesn't sound right.
I think it's Snow Miser.
Cold Miser?
Maybe Snow Miser.
Somebody in the chat help us out. But Cold excellent Miser? Custom.
Thank you. That was just fun. I wanted to do something and use no third-party parts.
Oh yeah. That's fun. See, that's another fun thing too. We should do that. Customs that don't use any third-party parts. Fun. Nice. Yeah. Your dwarf heads, everything you've been doing lately, man, is killing it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. How much you really feel you feel the improvement, right? I mean, over like a year ago, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And that comes from being a born painter, because it's a skill you can't learn.
This is kind of an inside joke, I think.
You're so humble.
If you don't already know how to paint, you can't learn.
Don't even bother trying.
Don't even try. Don't even. If you're not already in the game, just stay out of the game.
There are no techniques. There are no techniques. You either can do it or you don't.
There's nothing I could tell you that would help you along those lines.
The truth
just if you take pictures, just take pictures. If you
stay in your lane.
Stay in your fucking lane.
Stay in your lane. You got your thing. I got mine. Right?
I'm coming for you, Bushotee. Coming for you.
No, but for real, the opposite of that is true. Actually, working for Wolf King Customs and painting, Len saying, "Okay, we're going to sell 20 of these heads and." As painted heads, now you have to sit down and do them. It puts your butt in a seat and your hand on a paintbrush a lot, and it forces you to sit there and do it. And that's what has made me improve.
I can see that. You told me that too. Like having to do, like you've got 5 of the same heads, and you've got to get them done because they've got to go out for sale. Like that. That's the kind of stuff that will make you better. Like you have to, you got to lay it down, man. You got to, that's the kind of stuff that's propelled some of the work that I've done too. Like it's on a deadline and you got to get it done. And
it is practice. The more you do it is practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Don't be scared to experiment. That's really the only thing that will. I mean, you can learn techniques and they'll get you so far. You can sit here and you can watch a dry brushing video or a blending video, and it will get you so far, and it will make you a good painter. If you want to become a great painter, it takes time and trying to push yourself and trying to do things differently all the time.
You can learn. There's a lot of great techniques. So you can learn from the people like Steve and other people who are doing. Okay, I got that one. Who are doing it in there, and people are pretty open. As much as Steve says he's not, he is to helping people and. Learning stuff. And it is just, I did the same thing, man. It's like, I used to paint a lot of 1/6 stuff, and I bought a lot of the stuff from Wolf King, from my action figure customs. And it was sitting there, and I was really like intimidated because I wanted to do a good job. But the thing is, you're going to do some that you're going to look at and you're going to go, yeah, it's not so good. Or there's something good about it. Like I nailed the skin tones, or I did a really good job with the dry brushing on the beard. Now I got to work on this other aspect. You know what I mean? I'm still doing that. You know what I mean? It's like you every time you do another one, you learn something a little different, and you get better at it. And that's the only way you can do it. You can't right out of the box. You know.
Can I say something?
Yes.
This is also something that
so I can stay awake.
No, the sun is rising soon. That's like me and Brian, we're doing the Fun Box subscription, and that is a monthly thing. And I'm just saying that because that is something that we talked about. That's forcing our creativity. You know, there's so many things that I can just put it aside when I don't want to do it, and then just take a break from it. But that is something to push ourselves to making like, okay, it has to be done here. So right. I have really appreciated that collaboration with him. It's like, you know, you get a job. No, I don't want it. It's your job.
Yes. Yeah. It's a job.
And that makes you better. And absolutely. Steve, I'm not saying that to make you jealous.
Yeah, well, there you go. You want that's the way it goes, man. You're in 6 and you want to read it. That's the way you feel. Like you always look at that first one and go, damn. So you know what you do? You dip it in some paint remover and thinner and start again.
You can, but honestly, I say keep it because you're gonna want to see your progression
as a reminder.
You know, I have
take photos of it.
I've talked to a lot of Travis buys a lot of my customs, and walking over to Travis's house now, or being at Travis's house now and seeing his shelves is kind of a walk of shame for me. Because I look at it and I'm like, can I take that home and fix it? And you know,
I can totally see that. I haven't sold a piece, but I've given some away, and I can totally see like some of those coming back around, and like somebody showing a picture and you're gone, because that happens with photos too. You know, Nate, like stuff you took like 3 years ago, and somebody goes, "Oh, I really love this," and you're like, "Yeah, that was all right."
Yeah, big time.
Trevor, what about owning an early Picasso? You know, before he got super good. Like
let's not go
early
too far.
Trevor Williams,
let's not go too far with the comparisons between myself and anyone Picasso. But yes, I know what you're saying. Like, but you know, I'd say like, take a picture of it, like you said, Nate, and then if you want to take the paint off it, I don't know, it would taunt me. Any kind of, I don't even look at the crap that I did that I hate anymore. Like I can't. It's like I know some people say go back and then you can see where you progressed, and like I know where I've progressed. I don't need to go looking back at the shit that I did.
It's just like you know, you can pull up your archives on your Insta stories sometimes. You know, like
exactly.
Oh, here's the picture you took 5 years ago, and I'm like, oh, I'm not sharing that one. Sometimes
if anybody wants to see some contrast, go back and watch my first YouTube video. I think it's Noobnik. It's like a snail's pace. It's pretty bad.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere.
I mean,
I was just gonna not to quickly change the subject because this is riveting stuff, but we do have the other giveaway.
Yes, I was just gonna say, good call. Good call. So we got package A to give away here. Don't be afraid, Pablo. Like just do it. It's the same thing I am. I want to do a tribute custom, and somebody's gonna do it. And you know what? You'll do your own. Doesn't matter. I know somebody's gonna beat me to mine. It doesn't matter. I'm cool. I'm gonna do it anyway. All right. So package A. So here's what I'm thinking we could do this one, just to change it up, just so it's not like the first person who gets the comment in wins or the answer in. So in the private chat, Bill, give me like a number. I don't know, between 1 and, well, not 1, but, you know, somewhere in 1 and maybe let's give 25, 30, say 30 people might get the right answer. Somewhere in there. And I can't imagine, you know, we're going to get too many more out of 49 people doing that. But
all right, I put a number in there.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So Nate, you got another question for people. So what's going to happen is people are going to answer. And it could be the first one, so don't be afraid to be the first one. Don't answer it 14 times, 16 times, 20 times. Just put one answer in when I say go. And then we're going to pick the number that, you're going to get this prize package A. Believer sword, angel warrior helmet, mullet, goblin head, all those named characters that Len apparently doesn't know the names of. But it's going to be great stuff. And you can practice on this stuff and have fun with it. There's some incredible sculpts here. All right. What do you got for us, Nate? What do you got question-wise? Remember, I'm going to say go, and then you can answer the question. So don't answer the question until I say go.
All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Who, what's the more common name that we know this character by? Brother Lundberg. What's his more common name that we know him by?
And go.
Ooh, that's hard.
And this is a God's Fire question.
God's Fire
You can
question,
find this on Facebook if you can spell that.
The answer is on godsfireseries.com.
All right. Got a couple of answers here. I don't even know if they're right. I don't know the answer to this. So don't say what it is. Don't say what it is yet.
I won't say anything.
People answer the question. It is not Charlie. I will give you that. That's a hint.
That's it. We're making a character named Charlie now.
You have to now.
Billy's little brother.
Charlie the man.
He's kind of cross-eyed. He's got his tongue hanging out. He's like
gonna use
loves
the mouse.
tacos.
That's right. It's got a mullet. All right, everybody's kind of following the crowd here. Maybe everybody knows the AKA Charlie.
Jacob, the believer, and or Charlie.
I'm gonna give you like another 1 minute here to answer, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Everybody got their answers in. Everybody want to just throw a believer or Charlie in just for shits and giggles.
So yeah, at least go to the website, read the backstories. Emil,
for sure,
does a great job reading them. So
He
you can
does.
play I love hearing his. It's great.
So, all right. So there was a number that was selected prior to this. So I'm going to count down the answers here, not counting doubles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is JD Gibson.
Ooh, nice.
JD Gibson.
Congratulations.
You are the winner of package A. You were number 16 to answer the question correctly. So congratulations to that. Just make sure that you do we know JD?
JD's a listener of our podcast. He's around.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so
Cool.
You know all of us. So just DM myself or Nate on IG, and we'll get your information together, send it off to Len, and Len will send this to you. Cool. Congratulations.
Awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so they didn't know about the website, so it's well made and excited to do a deep dive.
Yeah,
into
it's really
bundles.
Thank
Go
you.
check it out.
Thank you.
Give us the website again, Emil.
godsfireseries.com.
Serious as in
Not serious.
Series.
Okay, thank
God.
you. Yeah, pick on the foreign guy. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. What about we say this in Swedish?
Fireseries.com.
Thank you.
I'll put the godsfireseries.com. Hopefully I spelled that right. HTTP.
Not only foreign, but he's had 2 hours of sleep. So
Yeah, I know. We can't blame him. We can't give him shit for that.
Thank you. I'll sleep tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll
There
put
you
that.
go.
I'll also put that in the description if you don't remember it tomorrow. Come back, guys. This was a lot of fun. It's exciting to see the new stuff that's coming out. Don't forget this
excellent.
Saturday, 3 p.m. wolfkingcustoms.com. It's going to be that. It's going to be some other stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put this on here.
Yeah.
From Jeremy too. This is the Chris Claremont collection right here. This is the writer of X-Men. No, I don't know what it is. It's not. It's the Tinkerer or something, right? Like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
gnome.
I believe that's what he's calling it.
Oh, he's a gnome. He's a gnome tinkerer. Right.
Yeah.
He looks like Chris Claremont, who wrote the X-Men back in the 80s and 90s. I love it.
And I believe these will be available this weekend as well.
Batty. Is that body too? The body's going to be available?
No, I don't know. I actually asked Jeremy, and I
think
wonder
the body and the feet. Yeah,
Is it?
I think
Nice.
so.
Nope, he didn't answer me, so I can tell you
Right.
the head is.
All right. Well, I mean, look, there's going to be a lot of stuff. You don't want to pass it up. You want to go in there. You want to shop. See if you can be ready because it's not like an ISS or anything like that. You have some time.
No
and
rush.
There's no painted pieces, or there might be painted pieces from
I don't
certain
believe
people.
it's painted this side. This time
No
around.
painted. Okay. So that's better. So like usually the painted pieces, if you want something like that, are gone in a matter of minutes. But you should be able to get what you want.
Noah.
Get there at 3 o'clock. Don't wait too long though, because stuff will be gone.
It will be
very
open for a week.
Okay. Yeah, but it still goes fast, right? I mean,
No,
or is this pre-orders?
It's
It's
pre-orders.
You can get whatever you want.
Not in stock.
No stress.
Fantastic.
No stress.
Even better.
I'm not the salesperson. I hear that. No stress. Keep calm.
Sorry.
Don't buy if you don't.
All right, I missed that. Okay, perfect. All right, there we go.
Speaking of Jeremy, I just wanted to share one thing.
Yeah.
I got a little cape set here
Oh yeah.
from Harker Customs. I think he's going to be making them. Like I think keep an eye out. It's got
That's
the
great.
tabard.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so you can pose it up. You can put him on a horse.
Yeah, damn,
But this
that looks
is
great.
This is pretty sick.
Hang on, let me
I just
embiggen
got
you,
this
Bill.
in today.
I'm gonna be a YouTube reviewer as well, so I can get stuff like that. I'm gonna be famous like you, Bill. I wanna get parts like that.
Yeah, I love the cloth tabards like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like, more of that
I didn't
stuff.
notice
Makes
that
a big
first
difference. And then, if you want to put him on a horse, you kind of
Mhm.
need it,
Yes.
I'm hoping that the Horsemen might go that route now that they're doing
They
the
already
soft good
did.
stuff and just
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I
true.
remember-
They did. Yeah.
I remember. Did I tell you guys I was there at LegionsCon when they were debuting everything? It was pretty cool.
Mhm.
I remember Treadaway saying that
Remember.
he doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want to use the regular tabard anymore because they've got a cloth one.
Well,
now.
that's kind of what I
Yeah.
was getting at. I know that they're making them like that. I almost want to, and it's not their thing to go backwards and create, pieces and parts for older figures. But I hope that they'll, well, I mean, they got to be open to people making them. I mean, I bought some from Max Bird for the whatchamacallit, the Templars and a couple other things, and they're really nice. Yeah, it makes it so much better when they're on a horse and they just look really
Yeah.
From Hobby Lobby
Cool. Eric's on with us.
or
too,
Hobby
man.
Lobby.
Great
There
work,
you
Eric.
go. Oh yeah, that's right.
with
Forgot
wire.
about
I've got one of your Batman capes, Eric. So really nice work. So I'd love to see this Sir Gerard
Definitely.
cape get out there.
You still there? Oh. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's like ribbon or something, right, Emil? You found that?
Yeah, it's ribbons. So I got this in many different colors, and it's posable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
you were
it's-
telling us about that at LegionsCon. I was like, that's pretty genius.
Yeah,
Pretty
people
good.
made
Pretty
fun
well.
of me all week. Like,
Oh,
Your
I'm
trip
happy
to the
with it.
Whitehall Joanne Fabrics
that's right.
or whatever.
Whitehall doesn't have a Joanne Fabrics.
No.
Muskegon.
Muskegon.
There you go, big time in Muskegon.
Yeah, big time. Sure.
All right, guys. I
Lots of
really
fun.
appreciate you guys coming on. This was a lot of fun. You guys are
Great
always
talking
great.
to you all.
And,
Yeah, you too,
Emil,
guys.
Everybody in the chat.
Emil,
too.
thanks for staying up till 4:30, 5:30, whatever the hell it is now.
Yeah, you're a
5:20.
trooper, man.
Good luck working tomorrow, I guess. Drink a lot of tea. You don't drink
heavy
coffee, right?
machinery.
You're a tea guy, right?
I have a lot of coffee at work, but it's
Oh, you
so
do?
worth
Okay,
it.
good.
So worth it.
Good. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Lord Steven, when is the next Legions cast coming out? Do we know?
No, we don't know.
Okay.
Being
All right, well,
honest,
Okay.
no, but we'll get one out probably next week.
All right, cool. Yeah, subscribe to Legions Cast if you're not already.
You just made that up. You just made that up.
Sometimes I gotta do that. Sometimes I just gotta say things.
My wife is going to kill me is on every Sunday morning. What does that come out like 10 a.m. Eastern Standard or something like that? Or
Oh, the YouTube?
yeah,
YouTube's on usually somewhere around 10, but the audio podcast always, I dropped the yesterday's today.
Okay.
And you can always count on the audio podcast. So that
right.
drops usually on Sunday night or Monday.
That's true. The YouTube one is fun, but you can't always count on that happening. So, but definitely check out the podcast. If you're open-minded, let's put
it's not safe for work. And
it's
if you get angry,
not even close.
If you get angry, don't listen.
Not around the kids.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, actually, just don't even listen to it. Just forget.
Not work, kids, women.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I wanted to shout out Chris Williams-Smithsonian for. I picked up some of these recently. The little Space Force dudes, which are really cool. Yeah, really fun. Check them out. I think they're up on some of the retailers now. I don't know if Big Bad Toy Store has them or not, but really fun. I mean, they're 3 3/4 figures, but I don't know. They're a lot of fun, so I like those. Make sure if you're not subscribed to subscribe. We're giving away this LumeCube light set, so you can be a photographer, or as long as you already are a photographer. If you're not, just stay in your lane.
It's not something you can learn.
It's not. The lights aren't going to help a good camera. You can spend thousands of dollars. It's not going to help you. You just if you weren't born with it.
It's God-given talent.
Just forget about it. All you got to do is leave a comment on any of the videos that have come out in the last year, which is most of them, quite frankly. And that's it. You'll be entered when we hit 1,000. We're about, I think, 89 away from 1,000.
86 now. I just checked.
Oh, nice. 86. Very cool.
That's awesome.
So that's gonna be fun. So do that. Make sure you hit the subscribe, hit the bell so that you get notified. And we're doing every other Monday. You never know. Once in a while we'll jump in with something out of the blue, but also to keep track of those every other Mondays, because I can barely keep track of them if I don't have the alarm on. That's it, kids. Good show, a lot of fun. Glad you guys could come on. Bill, thank you very much.
Guys.
Nate, thank you very much. Thanks everybody in the chat for coming by. Congratulations to those who won. And we'll see you next time.
Emil.
Cheers, guys.